I welcome you all to this mathematics class. I'm Professor Vandana Gupta of mathematics. We are doing section 1 mathematics, in that the first unit, shares. In my last lecture, we have seen some important terminology related to shares like face value, market price, what is brokerage, what is rate of dividend, how to calculate total dividend, what are the different types of shares. And then finally, we have solved some problems where total dividend was calculated. Today, we are going to solve the problems in which brokerage is involved. So let us begin. As I already mentioned in my last lecture also, that the buying and selling of the shares is done at a place which is called as a share market. It is done through a brokerage firm which charges the commission called as a brokerage. Here, you should note that brokerage is always calculated on the market value as a percentage of market value. See, yesterday we have seen that dividend is calculated on the face value. So rate of dividend will be expressed as a percentage of face value. Whereas brokerage is always expressed, or the rate of brokerage is always expressed as a percentage of market value. So remember two things. First, dividend is calculated on the face value. Second, brokerage is calculated on the current market value. Okay. Market value is different from face value. Market value is the value at which a share is available in the market for purchase and sale. Face value is the value assigned to the share sale. Okay. Now here, purchase price of a share is what? It is market value plus brokerage. Let me give you this, explain you with the help of one simple example. Suppose the market price or market value of a share is 200 today. Okay. And I want to buy that share. But see, I also have to give the commission or the brokerage. Suppose the brokerage is, as I told you, brokerage is always expressed as a percentage of market value. So brokerage is, say, 1%. Okay. What is the meaning of brokerage 1%? It is 1% of the market price or the market value. So calculate brokerage as 1% of market value or market price. That is 1% of what is market price? It is 200. So 1% of 200. 1% is out of 100, 1. So 1 divided by 100 of 200. So into 200. This is how you calculate the percentage. 1% of 200 is 1 divided by 100 into 200. When you simplify this, you will get 2. Okay. So brokerage is 2. So if I want to buy the share, for one share, I'll have to pay the price 200 rupees as a market price. Plus, I also will have to pay the rupees 2 as a commission or brokerage. So for me, how much amount I am paying to purchase the share? I am paying 200 plus this 2. So I am paying 202 rupees. So purchase price is what? The market price, that is 200, that anyways I have to pay, plus I also have to pay the brokerage. 200 plus 2, that is 202. So for me to purchase one share, I have to pay 202 rupees. So purchase price is what? It is market price or market value plus brokerage. So whenever you are calculating the purchase price, brokerage has to be added in the market price. Similarly, selling price of a share. Suppose I want to sell my share. What is today's price in the market? Today's price is 200 and I want to sell. So I must get, after selling my share, I must get the amount. Okay. So I must get 200, but I will not get exactly 200 rupees because I also have to pay the brokerage. So what is the brokerage here? 1%. 1% of 200, that comes out to be rupees 2. So when I'm selling my share, I'm not getting total amount, exact amount 200, because I'm also paying the brokerage. So I'm getting 200 minus 2. So in my hand, how much amount after selling I will receive? I will receive 200 minus 2. That is 198. Okay. So selling price will be, market price is 200. From this, I'll have to deduct the brokerage, that is 2. So it will give me 198. So selling price will be 198. After I sell one share, even though today's market price is 200, but in my hand, I will receive 198 because I'm paying 2 rupees as a commission on the brokerage. So selling price of a share is market price or market value minus brokerage. So you have to remember two things. While purchasing the shares, you have to add the brokerage in the market price. While selling the shares, you have to subtract the brokerage from the market price. Now the third formula, number of shares purchased. Here in this formula, how will you calculate how many shares you have purchased? That is equal to amount invested. See, when you are purchasing the shares, you are investing the amount. So it is amount invested divided by purchase price of one share. Similarly, number of shares sold. When you are selling the shares, you are getting the amount. So it is amount received. Amount received divided by here selling price of one share. So these are the four formulae on which today we are going to solve the problems. So let us begin the first problem. I'm reading the question. Harry purchased 440 shares of face value rupees 10 each at a market price of rupees 150 per share at 0.5% brokerage. Find the total amount he had to pay. What you have to do, read the question, not full at one time, slowly, understand it and try to write down what is given in the question and what is asked to you. Okay, so that is what I'm going to do now. Harry purchased 440 shares. What do you understand with that? That this person, Harry, has purchased how many shares? 440 shares. So we will write down here. Number of shares purchased is equal to 440. Okay, read now next. 440 shares of face value rupees 10. That means what is the face value of these shares? Rupees 10. Each means one share has got face value 10. We always talk about one share. At a market price of rupees 150 per share, means market price of one share is rupees 150. That is what I have written here. Market price is 150 per share at 0.5% brokerage. So what is given to you? Brokerage is 0.5%. So whatever is given to me, I have written. So this way you have to make a plot. Okay. And what is asked to me? Find the total amount he had to pay. How much amount he has to pay to purchase these shares. So what exactly I want to find out? We have to find the amount invested. When we are purchasing, we are investing the amount or we are paying the amount. So we have to find the amount invested. So this is how whenever a question is given to you, try to write down what is given and what is asked. Then start solving the question. Okay. Now we have to find out the amount invested. How will you find out the amount invested? First of all, you must know what is the purchase price of one share. Okay. Now, as you know, purchase price of one share is equal to market price plus brokerage. Correct? See here, purchase price of a share is market price plus brokerage. What is the market price given here? It is market price is given here as 150. So 150 plus what is the brokerage? It is 0.5%. Don't just write 0.5. It is not 0.5. It is 0.5%. Many students, they make a mistake and they just add 0.5 to 150 and they say that it is 150.5, which is wrong. So what you have to do, 150 plus brokerage, which is 0.5%. Now, as you know, brokerage is always calculated on the market price. So 0.5% of market price. Okay. And what is market price? It is 150. So this will give you 150 plus 0.5% of what? 150. That is what I have written here. 150 is the market price plus brokerage is 0.5% of market price, that is 150. Okay, how will you calculate 0.5% of 150? 0.5% is means 0.5 divided by 100. Out of 100, 0.5. That is the meaning of percentage. So 0.5 upon 100 of 150. So multiply by 150. Okay, so 0.5 upon 100 into 150 will give you the brokerage amount. Calculate this, you will get 0.75. Use calculator to calculate all these calculations. Okay, so 150 plus 0.75 will give you 150.75. So the purchase price of one share comes out to be 150.75. Even though the market price was 150, but the purchase price is 150.75 because of the brokerage. Okay, so we have got purchase price of one share. Now what is asked to you? Find the amount invested, means how much amount he has paid to purchase shares. Look at here, the purchase price of one share is 150.75 and how many shares he has purchased? 440. What will be the purchase price of all these 440 shares? On the amount invested, that will be purchase price of one share multiplied by number of shares purchased. So purchase price of one share, just now we have calculated, it is 150.75 multiplied by number of shares, that is 440. When you multiply, you will get 66,330. So this much amount he has to pay to purchase 440 shares. So therefore total amount Harry had to pay is rupees 66,330. Okay. So in such problem, very first thing is to find out the purchase price of one share. Okay, by using the formula market price plus brokerage. And then when you have known that the first or when you know that for purchase price of one share, multiply it by number of shares, you will get the total amount he has to pay to purchase the share or the amount invested. Let us move to the second problem. See, in the previous problem, the shares were purchased. So the amount was paid or invested. In the second problem, shares are sold. When you sell the shares, amount is received. Okay. So look at the question. Mitali sold 450 shares at a market price of rupees 520 per share. She had to pay brokerage of 0.8%. Find the amount she received. As I told you, when the shares are sold, the amount is received. Okay, you have to find out the amount which she received after selling these many shares. Okay, so first of all, as I told you, we have to write what are the given things and what is asked to calculate. So let us write down given thing. Read the question slowly, understand it, and write down what is given. Mitali sold 450 shares, meaning what? Number of shares sold is 450. You also, while solving the problems, solve in this way only, writing each and every step. Once you master this, then you can use the shortcuts, or you may not write after that. But initially, when you are in the learning stage, you have to write down everything step by step. Okay. So number of, don't be lazy in that. You have to write down this, you should write. Number of shares sold is 450. Okay. So Mitali sold 450 shares, that we have written. Number of shares sold is 450. At a market price of rupees 520 per share. Right now, market price is 520. She had to pay brokerage of 0.8%. Right, brokerage is 0.8%. What is asked to you? Find the amount she received. We have to find the amount received. After selling 450 shares, how much amount she has received? So first of all, we should know what is the amount she will receive after selling one share. So we must find out what is the selling price of one share. Okay. Like how we did in the previous problem, we calculated purchase price of one share. Here we will calculate selling price of one share. So what is the selling price of one share? It is market price minus brokerage. When you sell the shares, brokerage has to be subtracted from the market price. So market price minus brokerage. What is the market price? It is 520. Minus, what is the brokerage? It is 0.8%. Don't just write 0.8. 0.58%. Percent of what? Brokerage is always calculated on the market price. So 0.8% of market price is 520 of 520. So that is what I have written here. 0.8% of 520. Okay. Now next step, 520 minus. How will you calculate 0.8% of 520? 0.8% means 0.8 divided by 100. Of 520 means multiply by 520. When you calculate this, you will get 4.16. Use calculator. Okay. So 520 minus 4.16 will give you 515.84. Look at what we have got. Analyze here. Today's market price was 520 per share. But selling price, how much it comes out to be? Only 515.84. See, it has come down. Why? Because you are not, after selling, you are not getting the full amount 520. You have to pay the brokerage also. And brokerage was 4 rupees and 16 paise. So in your hand, after selling a share, you are getting not 520 but 515.84. So this is the selling price of one share, 515.84. Okay. Now you have to find out the amount she received. After selling one share, she receives this much amount, 515.84. How many shares she sold? 450 shares. So you know selling price of one share multiplied by number of shares sold, you will get the total amount received. So amount received is equal to selling price of one share multiplied by number of shares sold. Selling price of one share, we have just now calculated. It is 515.84. Okay. Into number of shares sold. How many shares she sold? 450 into 450. That gives you 232,128. That is 2,32,128. Therefore, finally you have to write down the final answer. Therefore, total amount Harry received, sorry, this is by mistake. I think this is wrong. So this has to be cancelled. So the total amount, therefore, total amount Italy received is how much? 2,32,128 rupees. Rupees this much. Okay. So to find out the amount received, first of all, you have to find out for one share. Means you have to find out selling price of one share. That we know market price minus brokerage. Everything is given to you, calculate it. When you get the selling price of one share, multiply it by number of shares, you will get the total amount received after selling 450 shares. Okay. Let us move to the next problem. The third problem, I'm reading the question. Mr. Shah invested rupees 75,375 to purchase equity shares.
पूरी खाएगा, पूरी पूरी।
Mr. Shah invested rupees 75,375 to purchase equity shares of a company at market price of rupees 250 through a brokerage firm charging 0.5% brokerage. Find number of shares he purchased. Look at in this problem, you are asked how many shares are purchased. Whereas if you look at the problem number 1, number of shares purchased was given to you. Okay, you were given number of shares purchased and you were asked how much amount was invested. Whereas in this third problem, amount invested is given to you and you are asked how many shares are purchased. So it is just the opposite of the problem number 1. Okay, so let us read this question and write or make a plot. Write down what is given to you and what is asked to you and how to proceed. What is given here? Mr. Shah invested rupees 75,375. So you are given amount invested. How much amount invested? It is 75,375. So we read from here to here and we understood that the amount invested is 75,375. So we have written here that amount. Okay. So amount invested is this much. To purchase equity shares of a company at market price of rupees 250. So you are given market price is 250. Through a brokerage firm charging 0.5% brokerage. So you are also given the brokerage which is 0.5%. Don't just write 0.5. Again and again I am repeating that. It is not only given 0.5, it is 0.5%. Okay. Find number of shares he purchased. We have to find number of shares purchased. So we have made a plot like this. What is given to you and what is asked to you. So let us quickly have a glance at this. Amount invested is this much, market price is this much, and brokerage is this much. So first of all, we have to find out the purchase price of one share. Okay, as you know, purchase price of one share is market price plus brokerage. Market price is given to you as 250 and brokerage is given to you as 0.5%. So it is 250 plus 0.5% of 250. Now as before, 0.5% of 250 is 0.5 upon 100 into 250. See this, 250 plus 0.5% means 0.5 upon 100 into 250. 250 plus, I will first calculate this. Okay, when I calculate this, I get 1.25. This is what I have written here. Okay, so 250 plus 1.25 gives me 251.25. So the purchase price of one share comes out to be 251.25. See, though the market price was 250, but because of the brokerage, the purchase price is more, 251.25. Okay, so now I know that purchase price of one share is 251.25. What I have to find out? Number of shares purchased. How many shares are purchased? So number of shares purchased, how will you calculate? What is the amount invested divided by the purchase price of one share? So number of shares purchased is amount invested divided by purchase price of one share. How much amount was invested? 75,375. So amount invested is 75,375 divided by purchase price of one share. Just now we have calculated. It is 251.25. So you will get the answer as 300. Therefore, number of shares purchased is 300. Remember here one thing, number of shares purchased, your answer should be as a whole number. It should not come in a decimal. Okay. If it is coming in decimal, meaning somewhere you might have made some calculation mistake. Okay. Because number of shares cannot be in decimal. You cannot say ki I have purchased 300.2 shares or 0.5 shares. It will have no sense. Okay. So it should always come out to be a whole number, meaning without decimal. Okay. So once again, I will quickly repeat this. How much amount was invested here? 75,375. Market price was given 250 and the brokerage was given 0.5%. We have to find out number of shares purchased. So first of all, we have to find out what is the purchase price of one share. Unless we know that, how will we find out how many shares are purchased? Okay, so first we will find out the purchase price of one share. As you know, when you are purchasing the shares, brokerage has to be added to the market price. So market price plus brokerage will give you the purchase price. Market price, you know, brokerage, you know, rate 0.5% of 250. Calculate this, you will get the answer 251.25. Now you know what is the purchase price of one share, and you also know how much amount was invested to purchase the shares. So you can find out number of shares purchased as amount invested divided by purchase price of one share. So 75,375 divided by 251.25 will give you 300. So number of shares purchased is 300. Okay. Let us move to the next problem. In this problem, the amount was invested and we have calculated number of shares purchased. In the next problem, amount is received. So when you receive the amount, if you sell the shares, अगर आप purchase करते हैं तो amount को pay करते हैं यानी invest करते हैं. जब आप sell करते हैं तो you get the amount, you receive the amount. So look at the next problem. Salim received rupees 1,07,784 after selling shares of a company at market price of rupees 540 through a brokerage firm charging 0.2% brokerage. Find the number of shares he sold. Look at the problem, how it differs from the previous problem. In the previous problem, amount was invested and the number of shares were, you were asked to find the number of shares purchased. Here, amount is received and you are asked to find number of shares sold. That is the only difference. So in the previous problem, because the shares were purchased, you have calculated the purchase price of one share. In this problem, shares are sold. So you will calculate the selling price. So this is how you have to think. So let us first write down what are the given things. Read, there is no, should not be any hurry. Read it slowly, word by word, and not the whole question in one go. In part, you read it and try to understand. Salim received rupees 1,07,784 after selling shares. What you have understood? That this person Salim sold the shares and after selling, how much amount he has received? He has received this much amount. So let us write down. Amount received is equal to 1,07,784. Okay. So I have read up to here and what I understood I have written. Now read the next part. After selling shares of a company at market price of 540 rupees. So write down market price is 540. Through a brokerage firm charging 0.2% brokerage. So I'm also given the brokerage. Write down that brokerage is 0.2%. Okay. What is asked to me? Find the number of shares he sold. So we have to find number of shares sold. So this is how first you have to make a plot. What is given to you and what is asked to you. And then think, to get this number of shares, what I have to find out. Okay, so you have, unless you know what is given to you and what is asked to you, how will you proceed further? So to find out the number of shares sold, you must know what is the selling price of one share, correct? So we will calculate selling price of one share. As you know, when you sell the shares, brokerage has to be subtracted from the market price. So selling price of one share is equal to market price minus brokerage. What is the market price? It is 540. So 540 minus what is the brokerage? It is 0.2%. Don't say 0.2. It is 0.2%. So it is 540 minus 0.2%. Now, whenever you calculate percent of something, no? So percent of what? Brokerage, as you know, it is always calculated on the market price. So 0.2% of market price. Okay? So this will give you 540 minus 0.2%, meaning 0.2 divided by 100. Percent, the meaning of percent is out of 100, 0.2. Okay, so out of 100, 0.2 of market price, which is 540. Correct? Now you calculate this first. 0.2 upon 100 into 540, which will give you 1.08. Okay, so 540 minus 1.08 gives 538.92. So even though the market price was 540, but after selling one share, Salim will receive only 538.92 in his hand, because he has to pay brokerage of 1.08 also. Once you have calculated selling price of one share, you have to calculate the number of shares sold. Number of shares sold will be amount received. Total amount received is this much. And what was the selling price of one share? It was 538.92. So number of shares sold is amount received divided by selling price of one share. Amount received is 1,07,784, and selling price of one share is 538.92. When you divide, you will get 200. So number of shares sold is 200. Again check, number of shares sold has to come out as a whole number. It cannot be in decimal. Okay. So number of shares sold is 200. So we have seen these four types of problem. In the first problem, number of shares purchased was given and you were asked to find out how much amount was invested to purchase. In the second problem, number of shares sold was given and you were asked to find out how much amount was received. In the third problem, amount invested was given and you were asked to find out the number of shares purchased. It was just opposite of problem number 1. Fourth one, it was just opposite to problem number 2. Amount received was given and you were asked to calculate number of shares sold. In any case, if the shares are purchased, you have to find out purchase price of one share. If the shares are sold, you have to find out selling price of one share. So this way you have to remember. Now look at here. If you see the problem number 1, in this, number of shares purchased was given, even face value was given, market price was given, and brokerage was given, and you were asked to find out the total amount he had to pay or total amount he has invested. Nowhere we have used this information given, face value term, because it was not required. This was an additional information given to you. Face value we require only when you have to calculate the total dividend. Whereas to calculate the amount invested or purchase price, we don't need face value. Face value we need only when you have to calculate the dividend. So this extra information was given to you. You can see that in second problem, face value was not given. Even in the third problem, it was not given, because the dividend was not asked to you. So don't get confused for that. Let us move to the next problem. Atul received rupees 91,632 after selling 400 shares of a company at market price of rupees 230 at a certain brokerage. The brokerage is not given to you here. Look at this problem is slightly different and slightly more calculation here. Find the rate of brokerage. In all the previous problem, rate of brokerage was given to you. Look at this problem, rate of brokerage you have to calculate. Okay. So what we will do as usual, first of all, we will make a plot. क्या क्या दिया है? Amount received is this much after selling 400 shares. So amount received is given to you 91,632. You are also given here number of shares sold. How much? 400. And you are given market price, that is 230. This is not given to you. This is, we have to find the rate, the brokerage. This is, wait a minute. This is you have to find out. We have to find the rate of brokerage. Okay, so this is not there. It might have got copied from the previous slide. We have to find the rate of brokerage. So whatever we have to calculate, just call it as X. So let the rate of brokerage be X%. As you know, brokerage is always written as a percentage, rate of brokerage. So rate of brokerage is say X%. Okay. Now we know what is the selling price of one share. Selling price of one share is amount received divided by number of shares sold. Amount received is given to you. How much? 91,632. And number of shares sold. How many shares were sold? 400. So when you divide 91,632 by 400, you will get 229.08. So this is the selling price of one share. Okay. Selling price of one share is amount received divided by number of shares sold. So you get 229.08. Okay. See, this formula has come from here, this formula only. We know this number of shares sold. It is amount received divided by selling price of one share. So in this formula, 1, 2, and 3 things are there. Correct? So if you know any two, you can find out the third thing. So if you are confusing with this formula, let us see our regular formula. Number of shares sold is amount received divided by selling price. So what is number of shares sold? 400. Correct? So this is 400 equal to, what is the amount received? 91,632. And selling price of one share is selling price. This you have to find out. What will you do? Do the cross multiplication. Okay, so 400 into selling price is equal to 91,632 into 1. So what is the selling price? 400 will divide here. So this is what I have written. Selling price of one share is amount received, that is 91,632 divided by number of shares sold, that is 400. Okay, so we get 229.08. So actually what I have done is I have cross multiplied here. If you are confusing with this, you can write down here itself. Number of shares sold is 400, amount received is this much, and selling price SP in short. Then you cross multiply. So 400 into SP is equal to 91,632. So selling price is 400 will divide here, and so you will get 229.08. So you have got the selling price of one share. Okay, continue. But what is our formula for selling price of one share? It is market price minus brokerage. Okay, so selling price of one share we know here. How much? 229.08. So selling price of one share 229.08 equal to market price. Market price is already given to you 230. So 230. And brokerage, we have assumed brokerage is not given to you. So we assume it is X%. X% of 230. Now X% means X upon 100 into 230. So 230 upon 100 will give you 2.3x. The calculations are slightly tougher here. So 229.08 equal to 230 minus 2.3x. Now this equation you have to solve for x. So what will we do? See, this 2.3x is with minus sign. So we will bring it to the other side. So its sign will change. So we will shift this term to the other side. So it will become plus 2.3x. In bridge course, how to solve linear equation, that I have already taken. Now I have to calculate the value of x. So the term containing x, I will shift to the other side. So minus 2.3x will become plus 2.3x. And this 230 is right side. And shift this to 29.08 here. So it will become minus. That is what I have written. 2.3x is equal to 230 minus 229.08. Now when you subtract, you will get 0.92. So 2.3x is this. So what is x? This sum, when you shift here, it will divide. And when you 0.92 divided by 2.3, this will give you 0.4. So x, the value of x comes out to be 0.4. But what was x? We have assumed that x is the rate of brokerage. So rate of brokerage is 0.4. This problem was slightly a lengthier one, but we can do it. So to solve such type of problem, again, we have to find out selling price of one share and then use this formula. Market price is given and brokerage you assume as x, and then solve this problem and simplify for x. So these were the 5 problems which we have solved today. So thank you all.